Another way to do it is with what's called a squeeze page. I don't particularly care for that word. We like to call them landing pages, sign-up pages. But basically, the idea is to squeeze people. That's all the page does. It has one sole purpose. You drive traffic to this page, and you get them to sign up to it. This is one that we did, and it was pretty effective. We did a free website review. So we were giving them something of value, and all they had to do is give us some information. And so with this form, I think we probably would have done a lot better if we wouldn't have asked for so much information. I could have, skipped the last name, and we probably could have skipped the phone. And we did better. I think we actually tried that and did a little better without asking for as much information. But this is a simple page. Notice there's no other navigation on it. It has one sole purpose and objective. Okay, and this is a graphic-oriented squeeze page or landing page. Okay, or opt-in page, whatever you want to call it. But the objective of this page is to get people to sign up to your list. Okay, here's another type of squeeze page. There are a number of different philosophies out there, and you can research the internet and look at which ones are best, and you can experiment to see. Some pages are short and some pages are long. Some are graphics based, some are text based. This one shows a video. Someone's put a video on their page, and to try to get people to really notice where to sign up, he's only asking for two things: name and email address. Keep it simple, but you need to somehow get people to sign up with this. And these pages are really easy to create, really easy to make, drive traffic to them, and get people to sign up to your mailing list. And you can give things away to help do that. Okay. Now there are two types of permission out there. There's single opt-in and there's double opt-in. Now the difference between these two is what happens with a single opt-in. When somebody fills out that form and they click on it, then they're on your list and you start emailing to them. Okay, you get more people that way, but the problem that you run into, first of all, you're going to get less people that are going to sign up, and you're going to get more people that are going to mark you as a spammer. Because what happens is, whether it's just for a joke or whatever, some people come along and put, hey, I had this guy that I don't like down the street, so I've got his email address. I'm going to type it into every mailing list out there and get them to just drive him crazy. There are bots out there, robots that submit names and things, and I don't understand why people do that, but I guess there are a lot of things I don't understand why people do. But they sign people up to mailing lists who are not themselves, and so that will get you into trouble. One, you'll get more spam complaints, and two, it's not really effective marketing because you're wasting your time sending things to people who really aren't interested in what you're doing. With a double opt-in, what you do is they fill out the form and they send in their request to be on your mailing list. And then you email back to them the "Are you sure, is this really what you want to do?" email. Okay, and you don't want it to sound that way. You want it to still entice them and to get them to really sign up. But now, instead of just being somebody on a web page, you're actually sending it to the email address, and you're getting the second opt-in back from the email address. So now you're to the real person that owns that mailing account. Okay, with a double opt-in list, your spam complaints are going to be nothing almost, and your marketing is going to be incredibly more effective because you've filtered off the people, you filtered off the trash, you filtered off the garbage. Okay, the people that are not going to buy, the people that are not real, the people that aren't who they say they are. So double opt-in is always better than single opt-in. And it seems like when we start doing email marketing, we get into this mentality of we want as many as we can get. We want thousands and thousands of names to mail to, okay? But you got to think, thousands and thousands of garbage names are not going to be very effective. Yeah, it's cheap to send spam out to them, or to send email out to them, but it becomes spam, and it's just going to hurt you, and you're not going to sell anything anyway. So go with a good, solid list of hungry fish that want what it is that you're sending to them, and the double opt-in will help you to do that. Okay, so now let's talk about how to drive traffic to your landing page. And there are a number of other ways that you can do this, but the landing page is a very effective way and very popular out there. Okay, you can do pay-per-click advertising. You can advertise in e-zines and newsletters and banners and all those kind of places on the internet. You can do search engine marketing on there. Everyone that you talk to, you can do things to get people to go to it. Put it on your business cards, whatever, but drive traffic to that landing page. What's really, really incredibly effective for that right now is social media marketing. That's the big way to get people to sign up. If you have a Facebook page and you have Twitter and you have a blog and you have all of these places where people can get free information from you, they can learn more about you, you're getting them to be your friends, they sign up to your mailing list, they are your friend, now you can send them information that they look forward to getting, and you can slowly turn those friends into customers, okay? Social media marketing is incredibly effective, and in my view, email marketing, your email marketing is central. It's the hub of the wheel for your social media marketing. And as part of that, it's also YouTube videos, and creating YouTube videos to drive traffic to your squeeze page is just really exploding out there, just hot item to do. Build a little video or series of videos and post them on YouTube and on other video sites, and have those link to your sign-up form, your squeeze page. That's just that's such a big thing out there right now, is people doing that, and it's being so incredibly effective out there. So think about that, using video, online video, YouTube to drive traffic to your email list. Have it on your web page. Have it everywhere out there where people can sign up to your emailing list, and build that list up of good, solid names. Okay? Now, once you've got that list name, you want to set up what's called an autoresponder. Now, what an autoresponder is it's a robot. If every time somebody sends you an email, you have to type a reply in and send it back to them, pretty soon you're going to go crazy, especially if you're effective and successful. You get lots of people signing up to it, you're going to be pulling your hair out, and you're going to be bald. Okay, you're going to be in tough shape. So what you want to do is you want to set up an autoresponder, or basically a robot that when it gets that email, it automatically sends them back a response. And those are very easy to set up in a number of different software packages out there. You can create a series of different autoresponders based on where they're signing up from and what's going on. And the other thing is, when somebody sends you an email, they want to get a quick response back. They don't want to wait. If it's in the middle of the night, they don't want you to sleep for the rest of the night. They want you to send it right back to them. Well, if you're like me, I like to sleep, and boy, I'm not kidding you, I need my beauty sleep. But if I've got an autoresponder out there, my little robot I'll set up, so that when they make the request for the information or they sign up to my emailing list, it responds to them instantly, then I can get my beauty sleep, okay? And my wife and everyone that knows me will be much happier. So you can set these up. Now, just because it's a robot, you don't want it to sound like a robot. When you write your autoresponder emails, make it sound personal. And with the autoresponders and things that go on, you can insert their name. Hi, Bob. Thanks for sending me in the request for this information. I'll get it right off to you. Okay. You don't want it to sound like a robot. Even though it is one, make it sound personal. But autoresponders are great, great tools for you to use in your email marketing strategy. Okay, key number 2, relationship building. Once you've got people signed up to your list, your next objective in life, once you've got them on that list, is to use email marketing to build a relationship. We want to firm up those friends and turn them into customers. We want them to be happy, to love us, to be excited to get our email, and to be moving toward making the purchase or whatever it is that we're trying to get them to do. Okay? So there are 3 very important things that you can do to build the relationship. But for years and years, I'm just this strong on this thing. Content is king. You've heard that for years and years in regards to the internet, and that is true, more true today than it was before. Okay? Now, it's not just content. It's got to be great content. It's got to be information that they're interested in, that they want, they desire, they're hungry for. They can't wait to get your content. You're giving them good information, okay? That's what you want to email out to people, is just good, solid information. And you can find it, you can write it, you can very inexpensively hire a writer out there. We use a website, let's see if I can think of what it's called, textbroker.com, textbroker.com. And for, 3, 4, 5, 6 cents a word, they will write you content. And all you have to do is just kind of say, hey, here's what I want. They'll do the research, they'll write it for you, and they'll send it back to you. So you don't even have to do any work. I know a lot of people just hate writing. And so you can pay these guys to do it for you. But get good content and send it out to people. It needs to be relevant content. Good information, but information that is important to the people on your mailing list, things that are happening to them, that are relevant for them. So the better your list, the more you know what they need, the better you can give them relevant content, okay? The third thing is make sure that it's correctly timed content as well. If you're giving out information about something that they're not interested in right now, it's not going to be too effective. They're not going to be too interested in it, If you're selling or you're giving information on how to dress warm for the winter and it's in the middle of July in the summer, it's not going to work very well. It may be great content, okay, but your timing's wrong. So make sure that your timing is wrong. Again, it's back to knowing this customer. Now, here is one of the most important things. Do not advertise. People don't want to be sold to, okay? With these kind of things, you're giving them information. You're interesting them. You're enticing them. You're helping them. You're giving them free content, not advertising, okay? Advertising is not very effective, and it turns people off, and it's getting to be that way more and more and more. Okay, you can get away with that if you're really into, the more passionate your market is, the more you can get away with advertising. The more cool they are, the more difficult time you're going to have doing advertising, okay? If I've got a group of people out here that restore old cars, and I've got some incredibly fancy things that they want to buy in the restoration of these antique cars, okay, I can really get away with that because they just drool to see this chromed over muffler cover, they just love it, and so that becomes almost content to them, and it doesn't seem like I'm trying to sell it. If I'm selling something that's not as interesting to someone, then I've got to be careful and provide more good content and less advertising.